Hi guys. So in this video we are going to solve the students favorite, the company favorite hashtag LeetCode number 1, question number 1 of the LeetCode, that is two sum. It has been asked by many companies, a lot of companies. If you see right there, it has been asked by this many companies. Some of the big names are here also: Amazon, Google, Zoom, Indeed, GoDaddy, Alibaba, Adobe, Microsoft, Nvidia, Zoom, Zoho, PayPal. So a lot of almost 4 row of this screen size of this company names, almost an hundred plus companies. And if you see 2918 online means this much of this many students are solving these problems currently, and we are one of them. So let's solve it. First, let's read the question, what it states, and we're gonna solve it by the optimal solution. We are not going to solve it by the O of n square. So we will read the follow-up. So let's read it. So we have given an array of integer nums and an integer target. So return the indices of the two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution. So means we would we will have a solution in this array nums, and you may not use the same element twice, and we cannot use the same element twice. Means in this example we cannot do like 3 plus 3 6. Okay, you can return the answer in any order, means return any order 7 7 2 or 2 7. we have mm, we have to return the indices, not the elements of in the array. The follow up for this question is, can you come up with an algorithm that is less than O of n square? O of n square means we cannot use the nested loop. We cannot use the nested loop. And so let's see some examples right there, right here. So we have given this example and we have given a target, so we have to find which two numbers are going to add up and become this target, and we have to return the indices. Let me mark the indices also: 0 1 2 3. So 2 plus 7 9, and our target is 9, so we are returning 0 1. And the nums in this, the target is 6. We cannot do the 3 plus 3 because you can see right there you may not use the same element twice. So the answer would be 2 comma 4. 2 plus 4 6, and that's the target. 0 1 2. You can return the answer in any order: 1 2 or 2 1. That's your choice. So to find the target, there's a simple strategy. We take one number, we will find the difference from the target, and we will search the difference in the array. So that's the simple maths to solve this question. Means what we have to do, we have to find the difference. Find the difference between target minus the current element. That's our difference, and we will have to find the difference in array. So that's the strategy we have to use. And for the O of n square, basically you start the outer for loop from this 0th index and the inner for loop from this 1th index, and find the difference 9 minus 2 7, and run the inner loop to find the 7 in the remaining array and return the indices. So that's the O of n square strategy. We are not going to solve it by that. So let's copy a input and solve it by the optimal approach. So here it is our input, and let me mark the indexing 0 1 2 3. So the most optimal solution is store the element's position in an unordered map. What is unordered map? It is like key value pairs. So we will create an unordered map. So the key will be the element, and the value will be index. So that's the map, and we will run a loop that will iterate over this array from the 0th index to the n minus 1 index, and the size is currently n equal to 4. So we will run a for loop from this I 0th index, and we will find the difference. So target is 9. Target is 9. So we will find the difference. The difference will be target, that is 9, and the current element of the ith index, that is 2. So the difference will be 7. So we will search this difference in the map if it is present or not, and to find the element in the map uses the O of 1 time complexity. So that is why it is the most optimal approach. So as you can see, there's no element right there, so there's no 7 in the map. After the loop, means after this condition, this find condition in the map, then we will store mp of nums of I, this element to this index. So means we have seen the 2th element at the 0th index, then the I will come here. Now we will find the difference 9 minus 7. 9 minus 7. The difference now is currently 2. Have we seen the 2 in our map? Yes, we have already seen it. Then if we find the difference in the map, then we will directly return this index 0 and the current ith index, that is 1, and that is our answer. As you can see, 0 comma 1, 0 comma 1. So that's our answer. So that's a straightforward question. And if you see the time complexity, we are not going to use two passes. Means first pass the solution is iterate over the array and fill the all element position in this map, then run another loop and find the difference and search it on the array. So that's the two pass solution. We will not do that because in the two pass, the first pass, in the worst case, it will take the O of n time complexity, and in the search, if we do this in the search for loop, the worst time complexity, if we have to search all of find the element from top of the map to the bottom of the map, and either it will be present or not. So that's the worst case time complexity. So in the one pass, first we check the difference if it is present or not. If it is not present, then we store it in the map. So we are doing the two things in a for loop. We are not ruining the time complexity of this solution, so that is why this is the most optimal approach. So don't use the two passes solution, use the one pass. And so that's it. Let's code it up and let's go to our LeetCode. Let's try to submit. Let me check my audio. It's fine. Let's find the size of the array, and we have to take an unordered map int command. This int will be the element, this int will element index. Let's give it a name with mp, and let's run a for loop. I equal to 0, I less than n plus plus in difference will be target minus current element nums of I. If mp dot find is the diff is not equal to mp dot end, means this element is present, the difference is already present inside the map, then we will return what we will return the I and the mp of nums of I. If it is not present, then store the index and index element and its position I. And there is no solution. There will be a solution, but we have, let's return an empty array because we have to return a vector of int. So let's try to run it and let's see. Forgot to add a semicolon. Let me retry it. Test case failed. 2 comma 0. Why it is 2 comma 0? It will be, we have made in it will be not nums of I, because we have to return the this difference index, not the nums of I index. Stiff. Let's retry. So don't run away from the errors, find and debug it. Dry run your code with the errors and figure out what's wrong in that. So errors are the good thing. So if you got an error, don't panic. So don't think I'm very bad. You can make simple mistakes. Just focus on your algorithm. The code you can write easily by your own. You just have to learn the algorithm, what algorithm it is using, what the brain of this question. So thank you for watching this video. As you can see, we have submitted it, and thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.